Hello, October is here and where does September go? Okay, if you need to, now is the time to catch your breath. A big thanks to everyone for making school startup go so smoothly. I'm sure the kindergarten and the grade 3 teachers have been keenly watching two recent administrative decisions. Moving the cutoff age for entry to kindergarten was a decision based on years of working with our teachers, educational assistants, and our speech-language therapists. We've been working with a very broad range of skills and ability levels in our ECS classes. Our teachers do an incredible job, but the demands of the broad range of cognitive and maturity levels is very challenging. We looked at what other boards are doing and what the research says. Teachers' experiences and research show that younger students are more likely to face challenges both in kindergarten and beyond. The province provides boards with the flexibility to determine the kindergarten entrance age at the local level. This cutoff also reflects what we've been advising parents for many years. This change more closely aligns our practices with our beliefs. We expect that this change will improve the learning environments in our ECS classes as it lessens the range of cognitive and social levels. This will benefit all children. This is the last year for grade 3 PATs. These will be replaced with Student Learner Assessments, SLAs, another acronym. These pilots start next fall. Alberta Ed has given school divisions the option to write or not to write PATs this year. After getting feedback from our elementary schools, we've decided that Elk Island will not be writing grade 3 PATs this year, and we are requesting to pilot the SLAs next fall. Stay tuned. I want to give you an update on the two boundary reviews we are undertaking this fall. Presentations have been provided to the parents attending the September School Council meetings in 19 of our schools. We wanted to inform parents regarding the review, the purpose, and the process, as well as to start getting feedback. In early November, Elk Island plans to bring proposed boundary options forward at open houses to gather public feedback through paper and online surveys. Staff, please take this opportunity to provide your input at these open houses and online. Using all the information and feedback collected, administration will bring forward recommendations to the Board of Trustees at the December board meeting. We're making sure that everyone recognizes that no schools will be closed as a result of this review. I've been reading principals' memos to staff, and a common theme in early fall is a reminder to staff about their PGPs. All of us are learners and we model lifelong learning. Working in education, it's incumbent on us to enhance our skills to better work with our students. And if we aren't in the classroom, working face-to-face with students, we are enhancing our skills to provide the best service we can for students and staff in the classroom. We are fortunate in Elk Island with the professional growth opportunities organized through school-based professional learning days, in-service days, and training sessions. But the most important piece to this process is every individual's self-directed learning. Our 3-year plan focuses on engagement. We're doing a great job of enhancing student engagement. Staff engagement is also a key measure of our success as a school division. The choices we make for professional learning are key to this success. Enjoy the challenge to seek out and engage in new learning opportunities. Speaking of engagement, a special week in October, the 7th to the 11th, is Reading Week. We happen to have a consultant in instructional services, Shauna Jenkins, who is pretty keen about literacy, and she has a few messages in support of Reading Week. Shauna?
Reading Week is just around the corner, October 7th to 11th. The goal of Reading Week is to encourage a lifelong love of reading. The theme for this year's event, Books with Bite, celebrates a good book's ability to bite and swallow you up, the kind of book you just can't put down. We want to help our students find that one special topic, genre, or author that pulls them into reading. Maya Angelou had said, any book that helps a child to form a habit of reading, to make reading one of his deep and continuing needs, is good for him. It might be a book about the literal bites of bugs, sharks, and other critters. We need to provide students opportunities to explore topics of interest and read nonfiction books in a variety of formats. It could be a fantasy or fictional book that sparks the love of reading. One of my favorites is the classic Where the Wild Things Are, written and beautifully illustrated by Maurice Sendak. It's about how a young boy, Max, through his imagination, transforms his room into a jungle and is then able to explore across the seas to a fantasy world where other wild things are. Morris Sendak once said, "Children do live in fantasy and reality. They move back and forth very easily in a way we no longer remember how to do." A good book can tap into our students' incredible imaginations and draw them into reading. So we ask you to check out our website at www.eepsreadin.ca for more information and event ideas. We want to hear from you, so let us know how your school is celebrating Reading Week this year. We encourage you to take some time to read. Read for enjoyment with your kids, grandkids. Read in your community and at your schools. Whatever the interest or genre or mode, bite into a book.
Thanks, Shauna. Very engaging and obviously well done. In the last video, you witnessed our focus on recognition when Karen McDonald spoke about the great work at Y School. This month, we recognize a project that has been a couple of years in the making. I'm pleased to ask Basil David, our Director of Facility Services, to speak of this work and to the person who has been leading this project. Basil?
At the Long Service Awards last May, many groups of staff were recognized for the good work they do in Elk Island Public Schools. I'd like to start this year by recognizing the facility service staff for the outstanding work they did over the summer. In addition to our regular hectic summer, and it was a very busy summer, we underwent major changes at Rudolph Henning and Fort Junior. We experienced the closure of Colchester School and added 6 modulars to Fultonvale School. I am sincerely proud of all my facility services team. Collaborative efforts by many made all these projects come together on time. As you know, we have worked over the last few years to introduce a green cleaning initiative to reduce the use of harmful chemicals in our schools. The concept of this initiative is to promote high quality, healthy working and learning environments for staff and students, and to be of benefit to those who have allergies or respiratory problems. This initiative has been closely monitored by many and has captured the attention of an international level in Washington, D.C. At the August board meeting, Underwriters Laboratories Environment, owner of the ecological program and the endorser of environmental protection, recognized Elk Island Public Schools for demonstrating a vision and commitment towards improved health, environmental responsibility, stewardship, and sustainability for presenting EEPS with the 2013 Environmental Stewardship Award. This award applauds the visioning of the district and acknowledges the work of Darcy Bennett, who led this project with great success. Well done, Darcy. We truly appreciate your efforts. Congratulations to all of the facility services team who work hard to make a difference every single day to our staff and students. Your efforts are truly appreciated.
Thanks, Basil, and congratulations, Darcy, on this excellent work. On a closing note, this month brings awareness to some additional important topics. First of all, October 21st to the 25th is School Bus Safety Week. We transport almost 9,000 students safely each day with 165 contracted buses that serve 591 bus routes. And you can imagine that the routing challenges alone each year present a huge challenge. Our transportation staff tackles this with amazing success. In late August, student transportation completed a full-day training day with almost 200 drivers. And if you're looking for student transportation team, they are now settling into their new space in the previous Curriculum Services and LRSC building at Central Services. October 5th is World Teachers Day. In 1994, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, and Education International established October 5th as World Teachers Day. Their aim was to recognize teachers and the contributions they make and to ensure that there is support for teachers to ensure that the educational needs of future generations and society are met. And lastly, October 6th to 12th, Fire Prevention Week reminds people of the importance of appropriate fire prevention and emergency evacuation drills. Most of our schools get a visit from the fire marshal each year, and these visits remind us that proper drills and procedures are critical during emergencies. We take precautions, like using proper extension cords, to minimize accidental fires. However, we can do a lot to reduce the impact on life and facility should a fire occur. The number one culprit is paper on walls. As with everything, there are guidelines to how much paper we can have on walls and ceilings in classrooms, and it can't be around or on doors. As much as we want our classrooms and our hallways to be inviting and displaying student work, you can't argue safety. And we need to be careful in the use of paper and posters in classrooms. Once again, and I can't thank you often enough, thanks for the great work you do each and every day. Thanks for listening.